Hi there. Today we'll be looking on Elyon, since I was one of the lucky ones snatching a beta key so I can take a deep dive to see what makes this MMO tick. Elyon is developed by Bluehole Studios, the creators behind Terra, making this their second MMO under their belt. The publishing rights for NA and EU went to Kakao Games. We all know them from Black Desert Online. Since Kakao lost the rights for BDO, they picked up Elyon to be their next flagship. Elyon is your typical Korean MMO that runs on Unreal Engine 3 while having great graphics. It has 5 classes: the Warlord, which serves as the tank, the Mystic, which is the healer, the Elementalist, practically your mage class, the Gunner, and the Assassin, which is the only melee class in the game. As you saw from the classes, the game has the Holy Trinity, and none of the classes are gender locked, which is very rare for a Korean game today. Elyon has 4 races: the humans, the elves, orcs, and the Ain, which is the furry people. The character customization is on par with Black Desert's, where you can make your character look as unique as you want. There are so many sliders that you'll practically waste at least 30 minutes on fine-tuning your character's look. For the questing system, it follows the latest trend that most Korean MMOs do lately. They follow a main story quest line, which is a bit serviceable, with some kill quests and pickup quests along. It has always the same routine. Once you get 2 or 3 levels, you'll have to do some side quests so you can continue with the story quests. For me, it felt like a chore since it wasn't something new or groundbreaking to keep me engaged. Elyon is utilizing an action combat system with a diopter differentiating itself from their former MMO Terra, making it easier to target your enemy. Its combat system isn't as fast as Black Desert's, making you follow a more strategic approach to defeat your enemy. I would say this is one of the best features of this game. For the skills customization, it follows a similar style with Guild Wars 2, where you have limited slots for your abilities, and you have to decide which abilities you will use in every situation, either it's PvP or PvE. This way, you will see many different specs running around until they find the cookie cutter spec for each class. There is also a rune system where you can upgrade these runes you get from quest rewards and slot them on your gear. They have different kind of colors which upgrade different kind of stats on your character. Once you hit level 35, you'll be open to PvP, so your save period is over. And if you want to avoid the world PvP, this game isn't for you since there aren't any PvE servers in the game. The endgame content is broken down in 2 sections, the dungeons and the PvP content. As for the dungeons, you'll start at level 28 with the Goblin Cave, which is a solo dungeon. After that, you're gonna go to the Ship Sanctuary, which is a solo dungeon as well. The first group dungeon is the Dimensional Chasm, and after that all the dungeons are 5 men. They are challenging, but nothing out of the ordinary. There is also the Hall of Challenges, which has a weekly reset. Mainly the highlight of the game is its PvP content. You have your 1 vs 1, 2 vs 2, and 3 vs 3 arenas. Then you have your battlefields, Castle of Demons, which is a 6-player BG, Mana Mech Factory, and Battle Glutch, which are a 3 vs 3 BG. These battlefields are not open all day and have scheduled times that they're open. Then you have your Realm vs Realm Wars, so you can have your massive PvP fix. Just a reminder, the best gear in the game has to offer are mostly through PvP tokens. Sadly, there is no raid PvE content in the game at the moment, only open world bosses. Now, the cash shop wasn't fully operational in the game, so we couldn't see the actual prices of the items. They said they will be adding it in the next beta phase, so we can have a view what the prices will be. I can only hope that they will stay at selling vanity items, mounts, or pets, since they announced the game will be buy to play. For me, I tried out that sick motorbike that they had on the store, since it was only for gold. The other nice feature they had was their housing system. You can do all of your crafting in there. You can produce your own crops, your own garden, or just RP with your friends and buddies. Your house is not in the open world, it is instance. Where you get it from is from the story quest once you hit level 36. You also have some type of a menagerie where you can breed and level up your pets. You can also visit other players' houses if they're open, or you can tend your friends' crops. The only crafting professions which I saw is weapon crafting, which you can make fishing poles, armor crafting that have the gliders, and alchemy, which beside of the potions you can craft the crystals as well. Throughout the beta test, I realized that this game was the jack of all trades, but in the meantime, being the master of none. Elyon ticks all of the boxes in the MMO features, but without being groundbreaking in one. That doesn't make it a bad game, but it doesn't make it separate itself from the crowd. I would prefer it to be lacking in one or two features and bringing something new to the MMO genre. Don't get me wrong, the game is good, but I have to consider if you are playing other MMOs like WoW or Final Fantasy XIV, and if you would abandon that game for this one. My opinion would be no. If you are playing a free-to-play game from the Korean market, then this is an upgrade. If you want me to cover more content from Elyon, write it down on the comment section below. And don't forget, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring that bell. Thank you.